Hey everyone, we're back. I was gonna say, oh god, did I lose the mouse?
I can't remember the last time I saw so much tar.
Me neither, but my long-term memory is virtually non-existent.
Oh, it's a natural woodland creature enjoying the advancements of humankind.
And his friend with the snout seems to be submerged in the fun as well.
Aw, can we talk to the kids?
I bet this is an e-ticket ride.
Well, what the heck are you talking about, Methuselah?
You should show more respect toward your elders, Sonny.
Respect this, Bowser Breath.
Ooh, can I pummel him now, Sam?
No, Max. Puberty will be punishment enough for this one.
True.
Can we cut in line?
Not on your life, Fido.
We want to ride the tar slide.
Line forms in the back, Shep.
Oh, the humanity.
Where?
So long, Squirt. So long, Squirt.
He only talked to that one.
This line's not moving very quickly.
The same thing could be said about the plot.
That's not funny, Max.
I'd say we're moving along at a fairly good pace. Since, you know, we just got one more thing to do before we crash the party. We'll get the vegetable later. We want to give her enough time to do it. If you remember, it's going to be of John Muir. Let's see. To Bumpus Land again. This is going to be hilarity ensuing.
This painting's like a car wreck. I can't stop staring at it. This painting's like a car wreck. I can't stop staring at it.
I wonder if Max is anything different.
Hey, Max.
What?
Let's see.
I wonder where Bruno is.
I bet your life savings that he's at the Bigfoot party at the Savage Jungle Inn.
I wonder where Trixie is.
I shudder to think of the gross kissy-poo noises she's making with her boyfriend Bruno.
How romantic.
I'm concerned about this Conroy Bumpus character.
Don't worry, Sam. We'll mop up the floor with his cheap toupee.
Well, that's the same.
Well, that's all.
We won't really mop up the floor with him, but we will have a little fun with him. Okay, no, this is, yeah. There's assistance in there, so let's not muck around a bit too much. See, if we just try to take that, we're going to get into so much trouble, so... By the way, can you guess the reference here? Max is like, this is awesome. Crap.
Hey!
That hurts!
Knock it off!
They were like in different windows this time.
And stay out.
No problem. Happy to stay out of this monument to bad taste.
Okay, I've attached Conroy Bumpus' toupee to the Stiltwalker's costume.
Well, we're gonna need it anyway. We have a Bigfoot costume now, guys. Trust me. We have a Bigfoot costume. So now we can actually get into the...
It says, "Igavas
Close enough for jazz. Let's go.
Come
I
on.
can't use these things together. I guess we could try it on.
Okay, that helps. Oh my.
Hey, that's a downright nice Sasquatch costume. I'll let you guys in with that one.
Thanks, buddy.
Looks like something important's happening. Hundreds of years ago, it was becoming apparent that our time was running out. Yet we were slow to heed the warnings of impending doom. The seemingly slow encroachment of mankind and all that his many living styles entail seemed like a vague and distant problem. A problem for future generations of Yeti to solve. Blithely, we sat back, ignoring our own inner call for action. Tradition and the status quo were our excuses for complacency. The certainty of not just losing our way of life, but possibly our very lives. And the demise of our entire race is now becoming a reality. A reality we can no longer choose to ignore. As it turns out, the humans and their technology are moving faster than we are, much faster than we had anticipated. And so we now face the final crisis. Unless we pull together, not just acknowledging the need for change, but embracing change not just with our hearts and our minds, but with our actions, we will fall behind, moving backward into extinction. Well, back to the music.
So where are all the bodacious Bigfoot babes?
Take it easy, Max. You don't even like girls.
I don't?
Dude, are you like having an argument with your belly button?
Yes.
No.
So, fellow smelly woodland creature, where have you been hiding for the past few years?
Hiding? Dude, I've spent the last 8 years manacled to a dunking booth. If Bruno and his girlfriend hadn't rescued me, I'd still be there.
Your appetite's bigger than mine.
Hey man, if you'd spent the past 8 years on a bread and water diet, you'd be scarfing down everything in sight too, dude.
Can't blame him.
So where are all the bodacious
Oh, wait, we
Bigfoot
did that
babes?
Take it easy, Max. You don't even like girls.
I don't?
Dude, are you like having an argument with your belly button?
Yes.
No.
Have you seen Bruno around?
I haven't seen the dude since he rescued me. I hear he's hiding out from a crazy bear and bunny who want to drag him off to an evil carnival.
Bear?
What was that?
Gas. Have you heard from Trixie?
I guess she's hiding out with Bruno.
Have you seen Conroy Bumpus around here?
Is he the guy that coined the phrase, hang 10?
No, he's a country western star gone berserk.
Ew, heinous.
Thank
I'll
you.
let you get back to your food.
Mahalo, dude.
How about you? Maybe you can help me.
Our third shadow is 9.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, must have eaten some bad berries.
What do you want?
Didn't we meet last summer in Cancun?
I don't think so. I was hanging upside down in a block of ice last summer.
How'd that happen?
Oh, the usual. I was strolling in the Andes, minding my own business, when some idiot mountain climber comes along and yells, "Hey, it's the abominable snowman!" Next thing I know, there's an avalanche, and I'm covered in 20 feet of snow.
I hear that's a big
When
problem.
I wake up, I'm hanging upside down in an ice block in some place called the Mystery Vortex.
You're the skinniest Bigfoot I've ever seen.
I've been fasting in preparation for the day when the aliens come to rescue us.
Hey, it's the abominable, forget it. Has Bruno shown up yet?
Keep your voice down. Bruno's involved in a top-secret reconnaissance mission to the aliens' home planet.
Of course, how silly of me to forget. Have you seen Bruno's girlfriend anywhere?
Shh! She's helping Bruno contact the aliens.
Okay.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
freaking crack, dude. even for a Bigfoot.
You haven't run into Conroy Bumpus, have you?
No, but I know how to deal with him. He has a near-fatal vulnerability to ice, like all beings from the evil planet Snargton.
That's actually a big
We'll
hint.
keep that in mind. We'll catch you later.
Figure of speech.
Let's look around before we talk to her, because trust me, she's...
What choreography?
No, we can't really look at anything else.
I wonder if they'll play Yellow River. I've learned the hard way never to talk to a band while they're jamming.
Hi.
Come, my darling, let me take you away from all of this.
Can Vanuatu come too?
Vanuatu?
Vanuatu, the Bigfoot chief, the guy who just gave that speech, my husband. Don't sweat it, Junior. If I had a tree for every time a teenage Bigfoot's made a drunken pass at me, we surely wouldn't be in the mess we're in today.
Not really.
Oh my. I guess she's a hot commodity?
What do you think about the pressing Bigfoot issues of the day?
God, I can't believe I lived long enough to hear you say that.
The answers were all there in my husband's speech. Pull together, embrace change, avoid extinction.
Avoiding extinction
And
is
if
a very
that
good
doesn't
thing.
work, we'll eat all the humans.
I'm against that part of the plan. Quite against it, actually.
It must be a hoot being married to our commander-in-chief.
Oh, it's not that great. Sure, you get to travel, but sometimes you get so lonely. Why, just yesterday I was telling my therapist, Nancy, sometimes it's so lonely at the top. And then she said, wappada, 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 blah, 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 oogly, 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 bow, 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 yada, 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 wappada, 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 yada, yada, yada. So, naturally, I said, yada, 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 walla, 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 yada, yada, yada,
We're gonna be here a while.
walla, walla,
folks.
walla, yada, 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 blah, 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 yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And then she said, oogly, oogly, oogly. And I said, oobada, 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 blah, blah, blah. So she said, blah, blah, blah.
How do you get her to
Blah,
stop?
blah, blah. Wappada, wappada, wappada. Oogly, oogly, oogly.
Gee, your hair smells terrific.
Thank you.
You should talk to my hair care specialist,
Oh,
Janet.
no.
She does marvelous work. Why, just last autumn, she was soaking my head and I said, Janet, you're just about the best hair care specialist I've ever known. Then she had the nerve to say, yada, yada, yada.
Have
Ah!
you seen Bruno?
Bruno? Why, me and Mr. V have known little Bruno since he was knee-high to a pig.
Aw.
Salt of the earth, Bruno is. Nicest, most generous Bigfoot you'll ever meet. Dumb as a post, of course, but generous. Why, just the other day I was talking to my manicurist, Kimmy,
How do
and
you
I
turn
said,
her off?
Kimmy, that Bruno has got to be the dumbest creature to ever walk the surface of the planet. Then she had the nerve to say,
Have you seen Trixie around here?
Trixie, nice girl, wonderful human being. Complete fashion victim, of course, but so pleasant. Just last week, I was talking to Katie, my color consultant, and
What's a
I
color
said,
consultant?
Katie, that Trixie girl wouldn't know a burnous from a sarong if her life depended on it. And then she said, oogly, oogly.
You haven't seen Conroy Bumpus sneaking around, have you?
Internationally renowned country western superstar Conroy Bumpus?
No,
I've
the
got
other
all
one.
his albums. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'd say he's the most gifted entertainer of the 20th century. He's an immoral cretin, of course, but boy, can he sing. I was talking to my chiropractor, Karen, just last month, and I said, Karen, that despicable Conroy Bumpus sure has got a pretty voice. And then she said,
Adieu.
don't be a stranger. Stop. Sorry, hon. Only Yeti elders are allowed in the pool area.
go this way then. We gotta do a little sneaking.
Yikes!
Oh yeah!
Well, 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 a Bigfoot.
Not really.
Sure is a scrawny feller.
A Bigfoot in the hand is worth two in the bush, Lee Harvey.
Sorry, boss.
Think nothing of it, old chap. Now, be a good lad and pop off to the bus and get the net.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bumpus.
I'd probably feel more threatened if I wasn't so hungry.
You'll be well fed in my menagerie.
Where'd you get the extra toupee?
I'm only gonna say this once, so listen closely. I don't wear a toupee.
Yes, you do.
Look, behind you, the three-headed monkey.
Nice try.
I can't be in your menagerie. I don't know how to play an instrument.
You'll be amazed how a few hundred volts speeds up the learning process.
I'm sure it does.
Why do you persecute harmless Bigfoots?
Harmless? Harmless? I'll have you know my parents were killed by a rabid Bigfoot.
Really?
Well, no. Actually, I'm just a warped, evil person who gets his jollies torturing cute
At least
woodland
he's honest.
Well, that's a valid motivation, too. I'm not really a Bigfoot, you know.
Pull the other ones.
Guess he
Where'd you
was
get
like,
that British accent, anyway?
I'm originally from Liverpool, twit.
You. You'll never get away with this.
Ooh, I'm so scared. Don't make a move. Don't make a move.
Okay, what is attacking me? Let's see. Oh, I don't remember what to do.
Maybe this'll convince you that I'm not a Bigfoot.
You again?
I left the net back in Bumpusville.
Forget the net. We're gonna disguise ourselves as a Bigfoot.
Why?
So we can infiltrate their ranks, learn their ways, and pick them off at our leisure.
Oh,
And no funny stuff, dog boy.
yeah. Hey,
I wouldn't move if I were you.
yeah.
Okay, so I can't do anything yet.
It's my little buddy.
Hey,
I wouldn't move if I were you.
yeah.
Stop squirming, you oaf.
Hey,
I wouldn't move if I were
What to
you.
do?
yeah.
Did I screw up?
Help me with my zipper.
Hey,
I wouldn't move if I were you.
I don't
yeah.
have a gun. I can shoot these idiots.
I think you got that on backwards, boss.
Help me with my zipper.
Maybe it's just use.
Hey,
I wouldn't move if I were you.
yeah.
Maybe use.
Point your toe, twit.
Hey,
Oh, come
I
on.
wouldn't move if I were you.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot what to do.
I think you got that on backwards, boss.
You know, it took us like 2 seconds to
Stop squirming, you oaf.
freaking.
How come I always have to be the tail?
Point your toe, twit.
I think you got that on backwards, boss. How come I always have to be the tail? I think you got that on backwards, boss.
Use an X with a door. Okay.
Help.
Hey, Max, why don't you make yourself useful? That was fun.
Now future generations will be able to enjoy his atonal warblings.
Are there any more shrimp balls back here? Who are you?
We're the freelance police.
We just saved your collective hash.
Really? Then I guess it'd be okay to make you honorary Yeti chiefs. Walk this way. Can I have your attention, please?
I need the ice pick.
Although it's our tradition to allow only Bigfoots and their dates to these gatherings, these two have shown themselves worthy of our gratitude and our trust.
These are a naive people.
And so I'm granting them the title of Honorary Bigfoot Chief. So don't mess with them.
That's it? Honorary Bigfoot Chief? Where's the cash?
We don't want Bigfoot money, Max. It's probably made of tree bark or something.
Fair point.
I know, but it's the principle of the thing.
You may now wander freely about the convention floor without concern for your health.
Gee, thanks.
Think nothing of it. Follow me.
I think well, no, I can always go back because we have to do something before we, it's probably easier.
Since you have proven yourselves to be friends of the Yeti, I have brought you here to share in our biggest secret. These great totem poles have been gathered from across the world and passed down from generation to generation of Bigfoots.
Like fruitcake.
We believe they hold the answer to our ultimate salvation, but the secret of their purpose is a riddle we've been unable to fathom.
Sounds heavy.
Like fruitcake.
Yeesh.
Real heavy.
Bruno,
Like fruitcake.
Why aren't you at the party?
Who can party while their world comes to an end?
most of your mange-ridden brethren, apparently.
I told you it was a bad idea to spike the punch.
I thought it would loosen up everyone's imagination.
No wonder we're facing extinction. Okay, guys, here's the situation. The Bigfoot way of life is rapidly going down the tubes.
No kidding.
These totem poles might be able to save us, but A, we don't know what they mean. B, most of us have been partying too much to figure out what they mean. And C, we Bigfoots have a hard time operating in public, if you know what I mean.
We wouldn't normally be asking for help, but we're desperate.
Well, that's how we get most of our gigs, so why not?
Great. Why don't you three get cracking on the totem poles? I'm going to the hot tub.
Let's gather a few things before we deal with this, which will mean talking to Bruno and the chief. Need that. And we're gonna need that ice pick too. You'll see why. Because I'm pretty sure it's on the outside, not the inside. Yeah.
Nothing back there.
Let's talk to Max first. Maybe he'll have some clues.
Are you as confused as I am?
More so.
Ah, new information.
I wonder where Bruno is.
I think he's still out by the pool, Sam.
I wonder where Trixie is.
I shudder to think of the gross kissy-poo noises she's making with her boyfriend, Bruno.
I wouldn't worry too much about that. I think.
Do you think it was a good idea to leave Conroy and Lee Harvey in the freezer like that?
Yes.
They'll be fine, as long as we put in a fresh box of baking soda every now and then.
What do you think that swirly totem pole means?
I think it represents a primordial washing machine.
What?
I'm not sure what to make of that toothy totem pole.
I think it's a graven idol for tooth fairy worshippers.
That's just creepy. Note to self. Note to self. Make a story about evil tooth fairy worshippers. Make it a horror story.
That guy in the campfire totem pole could be just about anybody.
Maybe it's Alan Ludden, the late host of Password.
Okay.
That two-headed totem pole is a mystery to me.
I think it's the Cushmans.
Neither one of them is bald. Maybe it's their wives.
Ooh. I don't want to think about that, dude.
Well, that's all. Mrs. V?
Yes?
So, what's your take on that tornado totem pole?
Well, my husband thinks it's some sort of homage to the wild and woolly nature of us Bigfoots. But if you ask me, I think it's an indictment of people who don't wash their hands before dinner. I remember when we had our niece, Jay, over for dinner,
Okay, at least
and
a family
I said,
member.
Jay, don't you touch that bread until you wash the ichor off your fur. So she said, oggily, oggily.
Why does that totem have a big tooth on it?
Well, hon, some Bigfoots would have you believe that it's a symbol of power or some such. But if you want my opinion,
And I can't imagine why we would.
I
Ooh.
think that pole represents the importance of visiting your dentist regularly.
Life's funny, Sam. When I woke up this morning, I thought I'd just watch some TV and shoot some criminals. Now a big stinky forest creature is giving me a lecture on dental hygiene.
I'm not joking, Bunny. Why do you think all those dinosaurs died out anyway?
To impress the babes?
No, it was tooth decay.
Hell of a theory, lady. Oh, at least we didn't get a tip from her dentist.
Who's the guy with a hat on the third totem pole?
I thought he was you.
I don't think so.
Then I'm at a loss.
Holy crap, she has no information.
Have you given any thought to the totem pole with the two heads on it?
Well, hon, it's either a visualization of our sun god's development and growth, or an ancient advertisement for an herbal mixture for balding Bigfoots.
Bald Bigfoots?
Ew.
I'm with Max. I don't want to think about that. And actually, we're on time, so next time maybe we'll solve the mystery of the totem poles. We do have to pick up a few things, though, because I think I know what they actually are.